Hey everyone, so I'm going to rank my own personal 9 tablets that I have here from my favorite to my least favorite. This is not really a fair comparison because some of them cost 60 bucks and other ones, like my Samsung here, when it was new, would have cost over $1,000. So no, it's not fair, but this is my rankings on my own personal tablets. So for my first and second spot, it's kind of a wash. I really like both of these devices. I have the Samsung Tab S7 Plus. This was the top of the line one at the time. I actually bought mine used for like half price a while back now. It is a 12.4-inch display, AMOLED display. It has quad speakers that sound amazing. They get nice and loud and they sound really good. This thing is a beautiful device, and if you're looking for probably the best Android experience for a tablet, get yourself the S7 or the newer versions, the S8 lines. They are just fantastic. They are just super fast. I can play any game on here in max graphics. It has no issues. Then we have the 2021 Apple iPad 9. This is the 9th generation. This is the newest version as of making this video of the base iPad. Again, it is ridiculously fast. It is basically as fast as the Samsung here, and it costs 330 bucks here in the US. So it costs about a third of what this one would have been new. About a third. It is a 10.2-inch display. It is still rocking the old looks of the iPads, which I personally really do like. The reason why I like them is because of the button down here. So you can switch between your apps easy without having to swipe up, which I find sometimes to be temperamental. I personally really like it. Again, it is a nice looking display. Any game I've thrown at it, I can do in max graphics. It is just ridiculous for being a base version. It is still 330 bucks, so it is not what I would call a cheap budget tablet by any means, but it is just a really good tablet. If you want an iPad, I highly recommend even just the base version. I actually traded in a iPad mini, which is faster than this, for this guy, and I like this one actually a lot better, in my opinion. For my third and fourth picks here, my third and fourth favorite tablets, this is the Samsung Tab A8. I have the middle version, which gives you 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, versus the base version of this tablet, which would give you only 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage. Here in the US, I believe this costs 280 bucks. For some reason, Walmart has them for 240 bucks, not on sale. So they are actually about $40 cheaper at Walmart than they are at Best Buy. I don't know why. If you guys know why, you let me know. It is a 10.4-inch display. It is a very nice display. It has quad speakers on it, which sound very good and get nice and loud. It is a very modern looking tablet, and it is just a really nice looking tablet. It is nice and fast. Games you can play in medium graphics. Some you can probably even play in max graphics, at least with the 4 gigabytes of RAM. Again, I highly recommend it. Again, we are a little bit higher on the price range here. Again, at normally 280 bucks if you buy it at pretty much anywhere besides from Walmart. So it's very close to the iPad. So I guess keep that one in mind, especially when the iPad goes on sale for 300 bucks, like when I bought mine. Then for my fourth place here is my 2021 Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus. I do not recommend the non-plus version. I say spend the extra 30 bucks, get the plus version. It is more future-proof, and it has an extra gigabyte of RAM. It is rocking 4 gigabytes of RAM compared to just 3 on the non-plus version, amongst a few other amenities that you get with it. It is 10.1 inches. It is a full HD display. It is a nice looking display. Not as good as, say, the Samsung or the other two I've already shown off in this video. It will do most games in low to medium graphics. I just really like these. I really like Amazon devices in general. I think it works very well. It is nice and fast. For the most part, it is nice and fast, especially for a $180 device like it is here in the US. Alright, then this should be my fifth and sixth place favorite tablets. These again, I'm going to say are very similar for this ranking. So we have the Lenovo M10 Plus or Tab M10 Plus, which is a 10 point, I think it's like 10.61 or 62 inch display. It is a very nice display. It's actually a 2K display. It is a nice, beautiful display. Then over here we have the 2020 Amazon Fire HD 8 Plus version. So let's talk about the Lenovo first though. Again, it is about 10.6 inch display, 2K display. It has quad speakers which sound really, really good. The speed of it is decent, and again, it can do most games in low to medium graphics. Personally, this is 180 or 190 bucks. Bought mine for 160 on sale. I would say there are other devices I would pick over this one, such as the Amazon or the Samsung, which I already showed off, unless you're just a very big fan of Lenovo. Again, it is a decent device. It's just for that price, there are better options in my opinion. You guys let me know if you do not agree with that. Then over here we have like I said, the 2020 Amazon Fire HD 8 Plus. Again, spend the extra 20 bucks, get yourself the Plus version over the non-Plus version. It is more future-proof, just like with the HD 10 Plus. Gives you 3 gigabytes of RAM compared to just 2. And that helps. It'll help in the future, and it helps with if you do any sort of gaming. This actually does gaming better than the non-Plus version of the HD 10. This has been able to do any Roblox game I've thrown at it, or other games like Pokemon Unite, just in lower graphics. It is an 8-inch HD display, not full HD, but HD display. It's a decent display. If you're going to do ebook reading, 8-inch size to me is fantastic. Plus, here in the US, it costs 110 bucks compared to 90 for the non-Plus version. But that means too, it is cheaper than actual Fire Kindles or Amazon Kindle ebook readers, and you're getting an actual tablet along with it for cheaper price. That's probably one of the best things this is going to be for is the Kindle, or you don't have to use Kindle, of course, you use whatever ebook reading app you want to use. Two, it has dual speakers on here. They are good sounding, they're just not very loud. So I personally use mine all the time for YouTube as I drift off to sleep. Yeah. Alright, then my 7th place here is the new 2022 Amazon Fire 7. This is just a standard definition display. Personally, I do not see a difference between this one and the HD 8, which is actually high definition, which is just standard definition. This is a 7-inch display though. This only has one speaker on it. It sounds okay, it just isn't very loud, of course. For being only one speaker, it is okay. This again is going to be best used for ebook reading in my opinion here. It is again going to be fantastic for that. It is only 60 bucks, so again it is cheaper than the actual Kindles, or other e-readers. So it's really good for that, and again you're getting an actual tablet along with it instead of just an ebook reader. It is actually the same processor that is in the HD 8, HD 8 Plus, so it is okay on speed, especially for being a 7-inch device. It's actually pretty good. Again, for only 60 bucks, it is pretty good. This can do gaming. I've done Roblox games in it. It will do, I say, 99% of Roblox games in lowest graphics, and that is even with using the built-in screen recorder, which is really cool. And as of right now, the only Fire device you can get with a built-in screen recorder is this one, because this has Fire OS 8. The other ones only have Fire OS 7 so far. Again, for 60 bucks, I think this is a fantastic device if you use it what it is intentioned for. And then my 8th and 9th again are going to be kind of a tie here. So these are both the Walmart brand tablets. These are the On Surf. We have the 10 and then we have the 7 here. From what it looks like, they have the same processor and the same RAM in them, just different size tablets. Again, here in the US, 60 bucks. This is 100 bucks. So they are cheap. Well, this is cheap. This is the same price as the Amazon for the same size tablet. So 7 inches, 10.1 inch tablets here. These are the 2022 versions, the 3rd gens of each of these tablets. These are definitely cheap tablets. My least favorite thing about these is the touch responsiveness, especially when you're on the keyboard, on the virtual keyboard, and you're typing up stuff. They just do not seem to register most of your inputs, which is very annoying. So you'll be sitting there typing up stuff, or typing a website, typing in whatever, trying to Google something, and it'll miss like 2 or 3 of your letters each time you're typing it in, unless you're like pounding on it. These are very unresponsive as far as touch goes. Otherwise, they're okay. I mean, they're $100 devices. You cannot expect, or $100, $60 device. You can't expect too much out of them. They're not the quickest. They only have 2 gigabytes of RAM, which means they are going to be pretty much outdated very soon, probably in a year or 2. But with that said, though, the Fire 7 also only has 2 gigabytes of RAM, but it seems to utilize it better than these do. These, I would say, save your money and get something else. Save a bit more money, get yourself the Amazon or the Lenovo or the Samsung. I don't know if it said Samsung or not. I would just save up a bit more money and get yourself a better device. It just isn't. These just aren't that great. Yeah. There's not really much else to say about these. One thing I will say though, is the backs of them I kind of like. They get really fingerprinted up, but there's a texture to them, which is kind of cool. They're just not super smooth, so it means you probably won't have to drop these as easy. Of course, 7-inch one fits right in my hand like that, which is pretty cool. But they are also heavy, like they're heavier devices. Yeah, I don't know, there's not much to say about these. I would save your money, get something better. But that's, again, my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. Those are my 9 current tablets that I have as of this moment. These 2 I'm probably going to end up returning and get my $160 plus taxes back eventually here. So you guys let me know what you think. As always, I really do appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Fingerprints everywhere. Goodbye.